but what has changed about your view of what makes someone a good friend?
So I would say whenever I was little, I used to think it was someone who just like was nice to me and was nice to other people. And that still is a big characteristic, but now it's more of someone who sticks with you through everything and who will, you know, come back and continuously love you.
I agree for sure with that. Just who's gonna actually stick by my side when I'm going through the hardest of trials, and who is going to just say, oh, well, she can find another friend to help her through this. Like, who's actually gonna stick through my side and tough it out with me.
It's good.
Yeah, the same thing, like, who's gonna stay with you? And, like, some people, like, bounce out whenever you're having a hard moment in life, just so they don't have to, like, be involved with it. And then they'll bounce back in once you're fine again, and you're like, that's not what I needed.
So yeah, the honest truth is making friends today can be really difficult. So what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about 3 barriers to making friends and how you can actually overcome them. The first one we're going to be talking about is insecurity. Real friendships, the one that you really want, requires you to bring your most authentic self to the table. And that's hard because there's things in our lives that we don't want other people to see. And those are called insecurities. So you want to make new friends. You have to choose to overcome insecurity with vulnerability. You probably heard it said that to make friends, you have to first be a friend. And why is that difficult? Because it's great advice that sounds way easier said than it is done. Because being a friend seems like it puts you in risk and that you may end up hurt in the process. But you create space for others to care for you or to be a friend to you when you actually choose to open up to them. Another barrier to making friends is actually our past hurts that we've experienced. So our past hurts actually create this wound in us that drives us to relate to people in some pretty janky ways. So maybe you avoid conflict. Or on the other side of that, maybe you find yourself having a tendency to get clingy when things are chaotic. And there's no need to be unkind to yourself when you realize that, because awareness can actually lead to healing. And it can actually lead to you being more open to those new friendships and relationships. And to heal, you have to first acknowledge the wound. And then once you identify it, then you can decide or plan on how you're going to go forward. And the thing is if you hurt your toe, you're not gonna just give up on walking completely. And so maybe you've been hurt by past relationships. Don't give up on people, and don't give up on yourself. Keep being willing to step into those new experiences and relationships. Because the truth is one of the best ways to actually heal is actually in the presence of other people. And the third barrier you may find is actually faulty expectations. Because the truth is we live in a society today where they're obsessed with independence and automation. And we look for the most easiest and convenient way to live our life because we want it to be as comfortable as possible. The problem is that making friends isn't easy, relationships aren't convenient, and people aren't programmable machines. And so when making friends gets tough, we end up being frustrated because that's all we're used to. But maybe it's time for us to actually change our expectations. So you want to make new friends, be someone that is full of grace. Colossians 3:13 says, make allowance for each other's faults and forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others. To make allowance for people's faults is actually understanding and recognizing that they have them. And second, creating a space in your heart for them to be human, to make mistakes, and to grow through failure. And when you develop that posture and attitude, you'll break through the barriers to make friends quickly and effective. We just got done talking about 3 barriers to making friends and how you can overcome them. And so if you like this content, I would encourage you to keep watching our dangerously influential content here on YouTube. Peace.